Hello everyone, welcome to round 8 at the Belgian Grand Prix for OCE Racing League 2. It's your host once again, Jules here, and we're about to take you through the nice track of Spa-Francorchamps. So, as you can see, a little quick intro for you, showing you the detail of the track. 2 DRS zones, okay, one on the main straight, the second one, and one of the longest straights in a Formula 1 calendar. I think it was 3.1 miles. Obviously that's the biggest overtaking zone, but as you can see the massive incline to the decline section of the track. Nice little dry weather there for the intro, but who knows what might be seen in the actual race. So anything can happen. We've already had plenty of wet races in Tier 2, none for Tier 1 surprisingly, but we're on board with Wobble Candy as he was the driver with the hot lap for the week. So bit of a lock up into turn 1, but very easy to do as the incline changes just before you get to the corner. Heading into Eau Rouge and Radion as he's about to go through. Stay nice and tight, try and clip the curbs as much as you can because there's time to be gained there. Sets up the DRS, as you can see the DRS zone just passed before. Carrying so much speed, you want to brake around the 100 meter board just now. It takes a nice tight entry into gear 4, not too bad. Keeps it nice and tight, able to get onto the power without too much slip. Here is a difficult braking zone because it's downhill, very easy to lock up. Coming into corner with no name, not too bad. Nice and tight, just touching the curb. Again, have to be very brave into pull on. Any slip, even touch the inside of the curb, it's almost guaranteed to go sliding down that corner. So something the drivers will need to be aware of to stay clear of. So coming into the last sort of section of the track, sector 3. Again, so much time to be made depending on what wing angles you've got. But Wobble Candy seems to be doing well, and I believe his time as well was a 142 or 141 at the time as well. So as he takes it into the last 2 corners with the bus stop, nice and tight. The problem is if you stuff up the first corner, the second corner you're in big trouble. So it's all about making the first one work. But here's our grid for today. So as you can see, Killaroo, Quackle, Turbinator, who's making his debut. So first race for him. You have Mad Dog back, Sly Dog back as well. Zarko, the final event, another driver making his debut. Quick Draw, Oreo, Cram Soup. So there's we've got 4 drivers making their doom. So Cram Soup is one of 4 drivers making his debut. Next up, Pay. You then have Shivam Sharda again returning after a bit of a tough time at Canada after his fine qualifying session. Really fine qualifying session. Unfortunately, just didn't translate into the race. Wolfman, the current championship leader. The M-Dog, Dit Reeves, the last debutant of the day. I Love Controller, Kiwi, S-Gen returning again after that great qualifying in Canada, just couldn't return on the result in that race. Starish Clown and Salty Sandman make their return back to OCE Racing League 2. And I think it's time we head into the game. And as I said, anything can happen in Tier 2, and it's raining. So that's already an interesting start for these drivers, but how rude of me, I haven't introduced my co-commentators for today. Moggs, are you there? Hang on, no one can hear you actually. That's my fault. Now everyone can hear you. Here we go, Moggs, there we go, now you can talk. I did a guackle.
Thanks. Thanks for having me, Jules. Yep, here today in Spa. Geez, all 20 drivers would be absolutely filthy right now, seeing all this weather.
Yeah.
But it should make for an interesting qualifying, so we'll see what happens.
Yep. I don't know if they can believe their luck. I think Starish Clown probably can't believe his luck because every time he's been in a session, it's been raining. So he's belonging to me one driver that's not going to be happy at all. And lastly, next one to join in our commentary box, Chris Mania, are you there?
Good evening.
Hello there. Ready for another?
Rain.
I was about to say ready for another session.
Tier 2. It feels like every Tier 2 race has been wet. Every Tier 1 race has been dry the last I don't know. It feels like the whole season's been like that, actually.
It has. It really has.
Terrible luck. The tier 2 driver's just begging for a dry race, and the game refuses. RNG says no.
No. Nobody wants it. Nobody, well, as I said, everybody wants a dry race, but nobody wants the rain, and unfortunately for them, they've got it. Let's pay our first driver onto the wet and slippery track. So, I think one thing I've got today is a bit of a telemetry feed, so hopefully I can bring in some actual useful information.
Fancy. Does that include
So,
the weather?
I still haven't figured that part out yet, so...
Okay.
Oh wait, no,
So we're
I've got
as
it.
blind as the drums.
I have it. I do have it.
What do you see?
I see it drying up, is what I see. So that's going to be some spicy news for the drivers.
We just had a retirement. I think I just saw Starish Clan
Yeah.
retire from the session.
You're kidding.
I'm not sure what happened there.
That it's in Eau Rouge.
Already. It's claimed
Already
a victim already.
wasn't very long at all, was it now? If we're on board with Guac, we might be able to see Starish Clan as the yellow flags just disappeared as Guackle was coming up. Or the final event, not Guackle, the final event. So, unbelievable.
It's easier to
few
do.
yellow flags going as well. I think some of the drivers having a few issues.
Yeah, they are. Look, again, if it's saying it's going to dry up, so they've probably gone for a dry setup. So they'll be dry. It'll be dry track in about 15 minutes time. So yes, useful information number one. So as you can see, there are many drivers around this track. A lot of them coming through sector 2 and 3 right now. So it looks like they're all going to be starting their laps roughly on the same time. Is there anybody that's actually started? It's Cram Soup.
Cram Soup, yep.
Our first driver, our first new debut for Cram Soup. First driver to also cross the line to start a lap. Bit of a lock-up into turn 1. It's not looking too bad, though. Just carried the speed. Expecting big things from Cram Soup after practice this week. So he's invalidated his lap as soon as I said that. So,
Cursed.
poor Cram Soup. I'm sorry, what have I done?
Oh, there's been a touch with Salty Sandman and Estrin.
Ooh,
Estrin
Austin's
looks
retired.
he's just retired, yeah.
Oh boy. That's 2 retirements. We've only had 5. We haven't even had 5 minutes yet.
Look at the traffic far out.
Yeah, there's a lot
cars
of traffic.
all over the place. Full grid this week?
Yeah.
-2 already, that said, but as long as the track is 20 cars on it, it's still very crammed, very busy. Hard to find your own space.
Is that a bit of a pun to Cram Soup?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Ooh, Pay very squirrely out of the corner with no name. He's not looking too bad for Puon though. Oh, until I said that, and he's gone into the wall. What am I doing? I'm just not going to say anything now. I'm afraid
Again, though,
every
that
time.
is, it's so easy to do that in the wet.
It is.
We had a
Pay's
we
been
had a late
disqualified.
Oh,
Oh my
goodness.
god, he's been
Oh.
disqualified from the session. That's 3 times in a row. Was that quick draw? That was disqualified last time, I think. Yeah, Pay. It's Pay this time that's been disqualified, so...
That's unfortunate.
Oh, man.
It is literally just survival right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to say. We've had just over 5 minutes on the clock, and three that won't even be able to qualify. 2 retirements, 1 disqualification. So I think that marks Pay is going to be starting last, as Wolfman puts in the first banker with a 153.62. Turbinator, well, not bad. 2 seconds down though on his official debut. Dit Reeves coming around the corner now, puts in a 207. That's miles off the pace, but I think he's obviously been caught up in something. So
No doubt there's traffic where he was.
yeah, Killaroo trying to stay out of the way. Everyone trying to stay out of the way, which is good to see. I love controller and validation, unfortunately for him, but what would have been a 209. So again, something wouldn't have been happy with. Quick draw coming around. He's going very slowly though. He's had damage too, so quick draw not completing the lap. The M-Dog is now coming around. Navigates Radion quite smoothly. Yellow flag in where he is right now, and I can't tell who that is. Whoops, as we switched by accident. Oh, the Terminator just stays out of his way. So, as the Delta is now finally updating itself. Moggs, what do you see? Who are you on board with right now?
Currently just on board with Quackle. Looks like he's just started his hot lap right now. It looks like he invalidated before. He's just trying to get a time in now. But really, the whole field is just struggling at the moment.
Yeah, they are.
With this weather, and I think everyone just wants to get a time in. Doesn't matter what time it is, really.
Unfortunately for SGen, Starish, and Pay, they're not going to get that option. But yeah, everybody else, providing they can keep it on the road, they'll be alright. As Aurea puts himself up into second with a 154.6. Goes to show just how quick Wolfman is right now. I am showing as Wolfman actually pops in an even quicker time with a 152.8. So as you can see, the track is drying out. The rain is very bare minimal. I only see one spot every little bit. So track's drying out.
Any idea when we'll get the DRS switch on?
I'm going
crossover point there.
M-Dog goes into second place. I'm going to say, what is it now? 9 minutes 43, according to this time board thingy. I'm going to say with about 5 minutes to go.
Right, so plenty of time to get a couple laps in then.
Yeah, Killaroo almost went into the wall if he didn't catch that. So,
This is definitely still a damn track. Plenty of places to drop the car.
oh, it is. Killaroo back into Tier 2 after missing last week at Canada.
Quackle goes into sixth spot, the 155.6.
Not bad from Guackle. Just on board with Killaroo, and Killaroo likes he's keeping the car nice and tidy. Again, sometimes tidy's doesn't always look as slow as it is. Sometimes tidy can be very, very fast. Doesn't look like any lockups. Keeping the traction. He's gone wide though, unfortunately. Didn't invalidate his lap in P1, interestingly.
You can get away with it sometimes. I think he was just inbounds there.
So, I mean, I'm on board with him now. It looked like he's front left, which is because the corner turns left, so his front left was off the track, but he's gotten away with it somehow.
As long as your rear left stays in, then you're all good.
It's true. I don't know how quick of a time he's going to get. It's 130 now. I'm going to say he's going to do at least a 156 maybe. There's a yellow flag. Looks like everybody's slowing down, but they need to be aware that Killaroo's on a hot lap right now. Who is that? Shivam Sharda staying out of the way. Well done. Bit of a lock up into the bus stop. It's not looking too bad from Killaroo. 150. He might get that 156 that I predicted. If he can get the traction, he has. 55, 56. I was bang on target. So, as Cram Supes invalidated another lap. So, what a guess.
So that slotted him into 11th there as you pat yourself on the back.
Yep. Where's my medal? Salty Salmon back in contention. We should see. He was last race. What was his last race? I think it was Austria last season. So, and he didn't do too bad from memory. Mind you, he finished, I think, a couple of laps, 1 or 2 laps behind the leader, but there was quite a few retirements in that race too.
Yeah, and that's just it. It's really, if you can keep it clean and stay on the track and finish, there's points for everyone there.
I mean, even still, yeah, with our point system, you get points no matter what, so long as you finish. So, yes. It's all about making sure you put your car and cross that line at the end of the day. How high up you finish will obviously affect the points tally, the points you get. But I think that's going to be very difficult to get out of the way, but that would have compromised Salty Salmon a little bit.
Yeah. It's a bit rough.
It is a little bit. He would have maybe lost maybe 2/10, maybe 3/10, maybe. So I've been saying maybe too much.
Maybe. Maybe you have.
Maybe.
He's touched the grass though. Salty Salmon, one of 6 drivers not to settle up. That's still left. 5 drivers not to settle up. I think everyone else is waiting for the dry weather, to be honest. Salty Salmon, what's a
Yeah.
157?
I think Turbinator is going out with a set of softs
Here
for
we
his
go.
outlap.
Here we go. I can see a couple of people now. Who's
Can you
going
tell
to
if the
pick up-
DRS is on?
I haven't gotten any warning just yet that DRS is open, so
Oh,
Oh, Turbinator just dropped it
Terminator, what's
on
going
the top of El Rouge.
already on?
Oh no.
No cars
there he
coming.
goes.
No cars coming past, so he's okay.
It looks like DRS is an option. Yep. He's got his DRS open.
So there we go. DRS is out, so it's okay. Final event will be our first driver to set a time. Why do I keep doing that? Final event, first driver to set a time on the softs. As he comes around, if he doesn't invalidate his lap. And he's 4/10 up in sector 1. That's the difference between soft and intermediate. Oh, it's still a bit slippery out there as he almost lost the rear end. As-
We've seen a few drivers get consumed by that corner there
oh
in
yeah.
our practice sessions. That's a tricky one. Catches you by surprise and then the wall really sneaks up on you.
It does massively. It just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
The one that'll come out of nowhere. Oh, almost dropped it, but he's managed to keep it. The final event into Puon. Track looks pretty decent right now. It's not supposed to rain for another 30 minutes until another 30 minutes, but with 4 minutes to go, we should be very well and truly clear of that. Let's see what his sector 2 time is.
Got Horace asking about the race weather. Can you see that from your telemetry?
I can. I just haven't had a look yet. Well, the final event I was just seeing 3.2 seconds up. So yeah, those softs kicking in quite nicely. The other driver right now on a flying lap is Cram Soup, Mad Dog, Quick Draw, and Kiwi. Other drivers on quick laps right now, hot laps. Final event goes a little deep. As I said, if you don't get the first corner for bus stop right, it's not gonna go down well. As he goes 5.3 seconds quicker. Let's hop on board with Kiwi. We haven't been on board with Kiwi as he's got invalidated. Let's get off Kiwi. Bit brutal, but on with quick draw right now. A little bit wide into what corner is that? I think corner with no name. So no, it's called Campus. That's what it's called. Or Campus.
148.2 from Mad Dog. Looks like the track's improving as well.
Well, honestly, this is going to come down to who's able to set a lap last, because that's going to be when the track is at its best.
Fun conditions. The track will be improving all the time.
So quick draw won't have enough time to get around. So this is his one and only lap, unless he's got fuel in that car to take him further. So quick draw puts himself up into third. Right now, Cram Soup, what have you got for me? He's coming around. It looks neat. Doesn't touch the curb. How's his bus stop? Oh, a little bit bouncy. It was going to be a 145, I think. It is 145.7. 3 seconds quicker than Mad Dog. 2.5 seconds quicker than Mad Dog. So, where is the Wolfman? Because he's going to be coming around very quickly. A bit of a lock up into bus stop. Won't have helped him at all. Wolfman comes around with a 55.6, 1/10 on Crammed Soup. So well done to that, as I Love Controller is on a set of mediums, so he's going the alternative strategy.
Same with Oreo as well. He's just out on his outlap with a set of mediums as well. So
The interesting part is, can these guys get this tyre up to temperature? I Love Controller goes third. Not a
Wow.
bad time. Not a bad time at all. Zarko is on an invalidation, unfortunately. Dit Reeves, 11 seconds up. No, that's not right. That can't be right.
You know what? It's probably a great time to be on the mediums right now because, as you said, the track times are tumbling all the time. If you get across the line last on a medium, you'll put yourself way further up than you probably have any right to be, and you'll be on that medium tyre.
It's true. It's true. They're on board with Sly Dog right now. Who is that? That's off the track. I think it's Quick Draw. Trying to get out of the way. Who's improving on their time? I think it's Wolfman. Wolfman's got... no, he's got... Wolfman's not on a time at the moment. Oh, Sly Dog almost loses it. Unfortunately for Sly Dog, this will be his one and only lap, because again, he won't have enough time to go around and get charged. Actually, to be fair, as M-Dog goes quickest, the M-Dog is up in top. 28 seconds to go. I do forget, actually, these drivers load in later than we do, so there's going to be an added of, what, 30, 40 seconds here, Chris?
Usually around there, I think. I don't know, esports ready game and all. The timing's just a little bit wrong.
Cram Soup came in at a 1:43.7 just before as well.
He's on tip-top condition right now. As Slider puts himself up in 6th. Who else is yet to come around? Kiwi is starting his lap now. Wolfman. He's going very slowly. He's down to 5th right now. As Shivam Sharda once again is having a brilliant qualifying, up in 2nd place right now. Wolfman's bailed out. That's him. That's him done. Wolfman's going to have to start from 5th right now.
He's in the pits. Yeah, he's done.
So Oreo coming around. The final event has retired from the session. He's in 8th.
He could drop down a lot from 5th there. Keep an eye on who's still on track.
Oreo right now. And what is his time right now? He's coming through Sector 2 with 8.1 seconds up on his time. He might demote Wolfman. This is going to be interesting. Killaroo has retired from the session as well. So we've had, but I think that might be by choice rather than...
Right, session definitely over. We've got a few cars crossing the line to finish.
On board with Oreo right now. What can Oreo do? It won't be a 143, but it might be a 144. It's 144 flat. Puts himself in 2nd.
Wow.
Great
time.
Unbelievable. I think Dit Reeves is one of the last drivers on the mediums right now. Cram Soup has retired from the session. Dit Reeves up 1.7 seconds.
Where's your boy Kiwi? Hyro Slick demands to know.
In 6th. Kiwi's in 6th. Turbinator goes 2nd. What a time. 143.7.
Great run.
We're on with Dit Reeves right now. His time doesn't look good enough right now at the moment. He was only 1.7 seconds up on his 155 time. Unless he's pulled 10 seconds out of the bag. He's going to be starting from 15th. Guackle, what can he do? Guackle's up 9 seconds. He's coming around. This could be good enough for pole, 142, 143. Oh, 144.1. Puts it in 4th. I think Shivam Sharda going slowly. Zarko's going about out of hell. No, he's not. He's too slow.
What?
Salty Sandman, invalidation. I think that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new pole sitter. Graham Soup on his debut. Turbinator in 2nd. So...
I thought Sandman's about to come across. Oh no.
No, he's, going into... Zarko going into box. So...
There you go, Cram Soup.
Well done.
P1.
It's not bad at all, is it?
So
Cram
that's
Soup and Turbinator both debuting today, aren't they?
Yeah.
And before the race even starts, points on the board for them both.
Pretty much. So he's able to get himself some good points.
So tell me about the weather, Jules. You cut yourself off there.
Well, let's see now. Do we reckon I can pull this up? Who knows? trying to get all this right. Still.
Huh?
So, tell me, please tell me. Okay. Racetrack. Nope, that's not it. Alright, I won't find out to the race. Actually, no, race. Here we go. Race.
Yep.
Dry. Wet. Thunderstorm.
You're
No.
Hang on, I forgot to go
Really?
through this. Cram Subin first, Terminator second, Oreo third, Guackle fourth, Shavam Sharda fifth, I Love Controller sixth, M-Dog seventh, Kiwi eighth, Wolfman ninth, Salty Salmon 10th. So that is our top 10, as we only have enough time to do the top 10. But yes, thunderstorm in the race. Funnily enough. This is crazy. I don't
That will be crazy.
I don't know if they can believe their luck, to be honest. They really can't.
And so, an interesting insight we picked up in practice yesterday was the weather can turn really fast here. So we had dry for like half an hour, and then all of a sudden, light rain was enough to take, if you're on inters, take 20 seconds out of the guys on slicks.
Yeah.
And that was in the span of a lap. The track's so long.
That's the thing with Belgium. It chops and changes very quickly, very, very quickly.
Very fast weather.
As you can see, viewers, this was the results from the last race. The other thing I have ignored, actually, I've ignored our viewers and their comments. They've been going a bit nuts on Twitch and YouTube. So
I've been feeding him through to you.
I forgot I had the attendance rather than the actual commentary on. So, or the comments, I should say.
I see.
Yeah. Hello everyone. I can finally see your comments, so you can comment away. Keep going. But yeah, current standings right now. Wolfman leading the way. I mean, he's starting in what, 6th now. His closest rival, I Love Controller, who is on the mediums. So if it does start to rain around lap 8, I Love Controller is going to be in a much better position than Wolfman. Even Oreo. So the guys on the mediums are going to be in great shape, to be honest. So to really give this set to Wolfman. So it's gonna be interesting to see. As I'm trying to find out if I can change some names on here on this telemetry app. I haven't worked that one out yet, but as you can see, the predicted pit stop strategy, either a double soft or medium, or one soft or one hard. The question would be, if this was a normal dry race, what would be the quickest strategy? The double soft medium or the single soft to single hard? The hard is for about 6/10 slower than the mediums, and I think 1.5 seconds slower than the softs, but will last a full race distance.
I think you can get away with soft to medium, but I think it might be pushing it. The general rule of thumb, if you can just do a 1-stop over a 2-stop, it's usually better.
There you go, confirm. Sorry, I fixed it. I forgot. I clicked the button, but it didn't do it, so everything's back to normal. But yeah, yeah, that's fair. I remember doing this soft to medium run back in season 1, so I know that worked. But it's going to be on... Why is Cram Soup so far down in the order? He's been...
Oh! Guackle's just dropped it.
Is he actually? Where is Guackle? Guackle's in 4th. Here he is.
Is he going to need a Red Bull repair job there on the grid?
You know what? I don't know if that's Guackle. I reckon that's the AI.
Does the AI do that?
Sometimes when you're weaving, the AI takes over randomly and it just doesn't catch your weave. And sometimes it can...
Pause mid-weave?
Yeah, basically it'll just spin out because it's got like, uh-oh, what's happening here?
That's hilarious.
It is. Hopefully the start won't be, but we're about to find out very shortly as the back markers are coming on right now. So I'm with Cram Soup. Who's going to be the leading car into turn 1? Who's going to be the leading car into turn 4 at the end of the long straight? We have a yellow flag. No, we're all good. We've got the normal usual delay from Codemasters. We're away we go. It's a very short, as I said, short braking distance to turn 1. Cram Soup seems to have it covered. Turbinator's jumped him though. Trying to go around the outside. Oh, there is some carbon fiber flying all over the place. Turbinator challenging Cram Soup. Oreo is probably fighting in the fight of his life between Shadow and Shadow and the M-Dog. But right now we're on board with Cram Soup. Turbinator's got the run on him. Can he get him into turn 4? He might, you know. It looks like Cram Soup's got it covered. Turbinator trying to go around the outside. I think Turbinator's realised he's not going to get that. As we move down the order, it looks okay. Anyone flying? No, no one's flying. We're all good. Well, until I said that. Who is that?
Ooh.
Oh, Salty Sandman. Someone else has spun.
Sandman.
No, I think it was just a knock. He's okay. We have many changes on the field right now. Positional changes right now. Salty Sandman down 10. Sly Dog down 7. We have another yellow flag. Who is that going slowly? It's hard to tell. We have many warnings for small collisions. We have no corner cuttings, however.
Very good.
So it looks fine on that end, as Mad Dog very close to the back of Guackle right now.
So what would you be doing if you picked up damage on this lap? Would you box and go to hards?
If there's going to be rain, it might be worth sticking it out.
Yeah, stick it out for a little bit longer if you can manage it.
Well, again,
If it's unmanageable, then
yeah,
probably goes into the pits.
it all depends on the tyre you're on, as Guackle has lost 4 places. We haven't picked that one up either. Yeah, it all depends on what tyres you're on. If you're on the mediums, then yeah, you probably stick it out, depending on how hard or how heavy damage you have. If you're on the softs, however, I would probably be switching, because you might gain more time, 1 with the ring change, 2 with different tyre compound. Might be able to go longer, particularly the guys that are on softs now. So you might be able to jump them later on. As you can see, the Mad Dog, you got the M-Dog battling away with Guackle right now. Guackle leaves the space, M-Dog there too. Side by side, into corner with No Name. Guackle still, M-Dog trying to go around the outside of him. Guackle saying, no, you're staying put. Mad Dog trying to get in on the action. Guackle's gone wide. It's given the M-Dog the run. Who's going to be brave and to pull on? Guackle.
Great little scrap.
Here's what was, wasn't it? So as we have a yellow flag, and who is that going very slowly? I think it's Dip Reeves. Yes, it is Dip Reeves. Dip Reeves just recovering from a spin, unfortunately. As we have a few timing issues right now. As you can see, Star is Clown 1 minute 50 behind the leader, which on my timing board is incorrect.
Yeah, I've got those as well.
So, but Shivam Shada, it says, is 8/10 behind Oreo right now. He is, you know. DRS is going to open this lap, so providing he sticks within a second. He's still just in. No, he's just jumped out. So he'll get DRS if he gets a good corner exit out of turn 1. Wolfman's still in 6th right now. It says he's up 3 places, but he started in 6th. So interesting. Shivam Sada within 1 second of Oreo, who's within 1 second of Turbinator. He's got DRS, as you can see. Much better run for Shivam Shada this race. No first lap shenanigans from him. Killaroo seems very close to the back of Mad Dog, 3/10. We have our timing board fixed, so we're all sweet here now. We should be able to see everything that we need. As we have a few corner cutting warnings getting out right now. Mad Dog, what do you see on your end?
Oreo's.
Sorry.
Oreo's.
I was looking at Mad Dog, that's why.
I was like, who are you talking to? Oreo's within a second of Terminator, which is really good. It's going to relieve some of the pressure from Shivam and it's going to help Oreo's race to try and close the gap to Cram Suit as well. It looks like we've just got a bit of drizzle on the track here too.
I was about to say, you will not believe what is happening right now. Oh man, I don't know if these drivers can actually believe their luck, what is happening in this season for them. Really, Canada was like this.
Yeah, these changeable conditions are really tough to get right as a driver.
I mean, mind you, Canada, the rain lasted 20 laps before they needed to switch to intermediates. The drives were fine in those conditions, but there's supposed to be thunderstorms later towards the end of the race. So
Yeah,
I don't think
based on experience, the slicks won't stay too hot for too long.
no, they will not.
And the trick will be getting that changeover period just right, nailing it so that you're coming out on the inters when the DRS is turned off. That's what you want to aim for.
Yeah. It's Hyro Slick. Yeah, rain. Hyro Slick's on the ball right now. So, what do we got? Wolfman within 4/10 of Shivam Sharda. He's going to want to be trying to close in.
Terminator's just lost it. Just dropped it.
Oh, there he is. That's one free spot for Wolfman. Puts himself into 4th. I Love Control, I think, has made an error somewhere because he's in 6th. There's a virtual safety car. Oh!
Is that in Eau Rouge?
Yeah, Salty Sam, man. I think he's missing his whole front wing. It's hard to tell. Yeah, there he is. His whole front wing is gone. So, plays into a little bit of the hands of the guys in the softs. As there seems to be some positional changes under the virtual safety car, which that can't be right. Zarko looks like he's jumped quick draw. But I think he's slowing down a lot. So
Cram Suit's going into the pits.
Oh, Shivam Sharda's got to drive. Well, Oreo, Shivam Sharda, and Wolfman all have drive-through penalties.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Everyone's pitting now. I think it's time for wets. Salty Sandman has retired from the session. DRS disabled. Here's the time. If you're not pitting now, you're in trouble. And I think Mad Dog is the one that hasn't pit. So he's the one in trouble.
Yeah, Mad Dog just missed that warning, the DRS being disabled. So he's continued on, but he's going to be so slow this lap.
Pei has also continued on. Oh, jeez. Shivam Sharda. Oh, wow. Wolfman and Shivam Sharda have not switched. Neither has Oreo. So they went into the pits and are still on the dry tyres.
Oh, because of the drive-through. Yeah, of course. That was so unlucky. That is awful luck for them.
That's going to push them way down the field.
Oh no.
Oh,
So,
man, that's...
Mad Dog thought he had it bad. They're going to cop a whole extra lap.
Oh! Estion just got punted by Terminator, I think.
Oh, I think that's Esgen again. Trying to stick on board. Esgen, here we go. 5-second collision penalty with Killaroo. That's going to hurt even more.
Our team just got into the wall.
Jeez, final event almost ran into the back of him. So...
Oh, that was a scary moment. You don't want to be doing that in the wet.
the guys on the dries, they can't keep it on the track.
Nah.
Wolfman, Shivam Sharda, they're falling down. The only one that hasn't fallen is Oreo, but he's got a little bit of time to Turbinator, but it's going to be, Turbinator's, Orio's going to sit and duck.
The conditions change so fast here.
Yeah, look at that. Just drove past him under slow speed. Oh man, this is crushing.
It is very crushing.
Mad Dog.
Now, there's a long race still to go, so I wouldn't be too crushed just yet.
I mean, right now it'd feel like it's crushing. Mad Dog can't even get into the pits. He's slipping. Oh man. Oh, and then he's got that. There we go. The neutral glitch. Oh man, Wolfman in 8th, trying to make it to the pits. He's sliding. Oh, he's hit the wall. He's hit the wall in the pits. Oh no. Oh no. Poor Wolfman. The championship leader is in all sorts of trouble at this race. Oreo, who else is in there? Shivam Sharda in the pits. I'm assuming Wolfman's going to get a wing change. No, he's sticking with it. He's saying, no,
he
thank
doesn't
you.
look like he's got too much damage. It doesn't look damaged at all, actually. It might have been just light enough that he's not taking visual damage there.
Probably visual, but probably in-game, I reckon he would have. Oreo, is he still... Oreo's still going.
Is he really? Oh,
He's
no.
on the
Because
mediums.
he had the drive-through penalty that he didn't serve.
Oh,
He would have gone past
unbelievable.
the pits again, though, didn't he?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, this is just unfortunate for Oreo.
Oh, man. This unlucky is... There's no word for this in the dictionary right now. Unlucky is not even... It's not even good enough for this. Oreo's struggling. Slydog's passing him. Oreo is struggling to slow down the car. I think he's almost bounced off the wall. Almost. He's got Quick Draw right behind him. He's going to be very slow in Puon. Trying to stay ahead of Quick Draw. You got to let these guys go, Oreo. Your best chance is just surviving. So, but we see Mad Dog getting closer to the back of Killaroo in the timings. He's very close to Killaroo right now. He's within 3/10 of Killaroo. Killaroo's made a mistake somewhere. Oh, this is not the place you want to be going side by side, especially in the rain. Mad Dog's gone wide. He's earned himself a warning too for that.
Oh,
Almost ran into the back of him. What's worse for Oreo is he's been passed by Wolfman. That's
Now Oreo's got to go into the pits now. Put
oh
on some
man.
inters. As Chris said before, we're still early in the race. We've
Yellow
still
flag.
got thunderstorms coming in later on, so anything can happen.
It's true. It's true. So
It's very
Thunderstorms
unfortunate.
Code for full wets. Is that what we're anticipating here?
yeah, we're anticipating full wets within 20 minutes. So what does that take us to? That takes us to lap 13. We're expecting full wets, like thunderstorm, and then it's supposed to lighten towards the end of the race. So
Really?
yeah,
Still rain though?
still rain. It's but the rain's
Not
supposed to be
gonna-
lighter,
it's
but
not- we're not gonna go slicks, full wet slicks again.
no, it won't be going back to the slicks, but they'll probably go back to the
Okay.
intermediates. So Mad Dog's so close to the back of Killaroo. Puon is where Killaroo is going to be. Oh, Mad Dog's touched the back of him. Might be some damage there for Mad Dog. Biggest Dodo, he made a big mistake staying out. I'm assuming he was referring to Oreo about that one. Yeah. I think Moggs was, correct. Oreo had to serve a stop-go penalty. A drive-through, which, as did Wolfman and Shivam Sharda, but Oreo probably copping the worst of that.
I suspect Oreo stayed out an extra lap after that as well. He was the only person on that last lap to still be on the slicks.
Yeah,
Yes.
because when they got the penalty, Oreo decided to stay out, whereas
Right.
Wolfman and the others went straight in.
I
They
see.
served their penalty. Oreo had to go around, serve his penalty, and then go around again.
That's so unfortunate. So unfortunate. You can see Mad Dog is so much quicker than Killaroo now. Got so much more confidence, but Killaroo putting his car in all the right places, making it very difficult for Mad Dog to get round. No one cuts ready on, so it's all good. Killaroo trying to break the toe. I feel like Killaroo is running more wing angle here.
I think he is too, yeah.
But you can see he's got no confidence in the braking zones. Well, not no confidence, less confidence than Mad Dog. Mad Dog just able to close in all the slow, medium speed corners. So, closest battle on track right now is this. Everybody else, it seems to have evened out a little bit. Turbinator, 14 seconds behind Cram Soup for the league. I think if Mad Dog's going to get him, he needs to do something brave around here. Killaroo will slow right down. He'll remember that from last time. So Wolfman gets a 3-second multiple warning. Oh, is that? Oh, I think it was Starish Clown. It is Starish Clown. He's going to have to wait for people to come around. Not get in the way of everybody. Looks like he's doing alright. He might get into the way as Esgen has retired from the session. And that's at Radion, I think. So we have 2 retirements so far in 9 laps. Rain getting much heavier. Mad Dog looks like he's going to go for it at the bus stop. He is, you know. Just pulls out at the last second. He gets a nice exit out of the bus stop too. Will he make a move into turn 1? Probably not. Probably want to continue all the way into Eau Rouge. Killaroo gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, as we just saw. We literally just saw him on screen do that. Well, here's Mad Dog's chance. He's close enough that he's going to pick up a nice toe. Killaroo goes wide. It's set up Mad Dog. Mad Dog's hit the back of him. Here's the look at the rain. It's getting so much worse.
Yeah.
Scary conditions.
It's going to be wet very soon. Very, very soon. Quackle there in 3rd place. I Love Controller in 4th. This only happens in Tier 2. It doesn't happen in Tier 1.
There's more time in Tier 1.
Killaroo's actually got front wing damage, I think.
That might explain his lack of pace around the corners.
Yeah. He's missing his left end plate.
I wonder who he's made contact with. And when.
Could that have been from the start of the race?
It's hard to tell. I assume he would have gotten it changed when he came in for intermediates.
He may have chosen to not.
Potentially. As we have another yellow flag. Who is that going slow?
Oh, Turbinator. I don't know what's happened, but he's dropped it. He's got front wing damage as well.
Oof. My guess is he's touched that inside curb at the curbed virtual safety car. Here we go. Star Skyline's retired. So we've got another retirement. Mad Dog has jumped Killaroo. Killaroo is boxing right now. No, he's not. He's continuing. People are boxing though.
Attack. Mad Dog. Oh, isn't it?
Wait, oh, it's doing that glitchy thing where the game doesn't know who's in front. Oh man. Because Mad Dog's slowing down, Killaroo is slowing down, and they don't know what's going on. Sly Dog drive-through penalty. Killaroo drive-through penalty, I think. Detail, let's have a quick look. Penalties. Only Sly Dog with the drive-through penalty. Killaroo may go for an overtake here if we believe he's running less wings than Mad Dog. Mad Dog trying his best to break the toe. See Killaroo getting closer. But yeah, I mean, this is where Mad Dog's just going to drive away, basically. Wolfman's in 15th. Why is Wolfman in 15th? He's either pit or he's lost a lot of time somewhere. Yeah, he has boxed. He's on fresh tyres. Final event within two tenths of Kiwi. Is he going to try one? No, not close enough. Oreo is now 6.3 seconds behind Wolfman. So his championship rival just ahead. So I suppose if he's going to lose points, it's not that many if the race finishes right now. Going into the last race of the season. Graham Soup, 19 seconds ahead of Gwackle. Gwackle in 2nd place. He must be loving life.
I was about to say that. Gwackle's actually just put himself in perfect positions. But I Love Controller not too far away from him as well.
Yeah, he's closing them down. Looks like a 10th every couple seconds. So M-Dog in 4th. Mad Dog's put himself up into 5th. Killaroo in 6th. Sly Dog. Let's have a look at the positional changes. Killaroo the biggest winner right now with 11 places. So Killaroo on a flying 11 laps. Sly Dog up 4. Zarko up 5. Dit Reeves also up 6. So you got final event trying his absolute damnedest to get past Kiwi. As there's been a positional change between Zarko and Slydog, as Slydog is in the pit. Slydog going down the order. Kiwi's outbroken himself. Final event trying to go around the outside. Kiwi decided to box in all of that. He's hit the wall at the same time. So this pit, so ridiculously tricky. What tyre is Kiwi going to go on?
Is that wets?
It is, you know. It is. He's on the wets.
Full wets.
It's the first driver to be on the wet tyres. We'll find out.
Oh, good on him. He's taking the gamble.
Yeah, it may work, as Wolfman getting very close to the back of Shivam Sharda. He's going to be some sort of dive if he's able to get this. What's worse for Wolfman is if it decides to be thunderstorm, he's going to have to pit yet again for wet weather tyres. He's losing all his time. Yeah, he's losing all his time because the three drivers in front of him are all battling for position, and he doesn't want any part of this because a DNF will spell big trouble for him. Look at the battle happening here. Final event going around the inside, a quick draw. Shivam Sharda leaves the room for Wolfman. The quick draw and the final event going wide. Shivam Sharda leaves just enough room for Wolfman, and he makes a stick. Shivam Sharda comes back at him. Oh, Shivam Sharda's gone round. Wolfman, little touch, but I think that might be Shivam Sharda's fault. Hard to tell from that angle. Free spot for Oreo too, so Wolfman gets too good of a traction and has to bail out. Turbinator 2.5 tenths. The Turbinator's very close to the back of Zarko right now. Wolfman also getting closer to quick draw. So I think that one might be a bit of a dive. He's going for it. No, he decides not to. So I think Wolfman's thinking about the championship here. Oh, he's hit the back of quick draw until I said that. So
Not good for your wing.
no, Wolfman's just not liking his wing today. He's had some big issues with it.
Tried to go around the outside. He had a bit of a lock up as well.
He's made it work though. He's gotten him. Only knows how many times. Oh, Turbinator and Zarko. Zarko's gone round.
Oh, you're kidding.
Hopefully he didn't lose too much time. And Dit Reeves is going around the outside. Oh, Dit Reeves trying to force his way, and he has. He put the car there and said, I'm going through no matter how much space you leave me. He's made it work. Dit Reeves up into 8th, actually. He's up. I think he's our winner right now. It's positional change. Up 4 places. No, up 8 places. As Turbinator gets a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. I think someone else got the 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings as well, but I did miss that. So Killaroo is still our biggest winner with positional changes.
There might have been Kiwi with the other penalty.
Well, Kiwi and Pei are now the only drivers on the wets. Kiwi's time, what was his last lap? A 1:51.2.
He's hit the wall too.
Kiwi.
Yeah.
It's not wet enough.
He's definitely struggling on that tyre.
It's not wet enough yet. It says
No.
there's still 10 minutes before thunderstorm.
I think he's frustrated.
Puts us on at lap 18 right now, lap 19 for the thunderstorm. Yellow flag in sector 2. I think that's Kiwi, isn't it?
Yeah.
Starish Clown has left the session. I didn't know Starish Clown was in the session. He's retired. Final event, 3 seconds. See, these penalties are coming thick and fast. Killaroo is in the box. What's Killaroo boxing for? Killaroo's on for another set of intermediates.
The new front wing too.
So that front wing must be affecting him more than we thought. So we've got a few viewers actually watching right now. Welcome to the new viewers. If this is your first time watching, hope you guys enjoy. As it's been a very tricky Belgian Grand Prix for OCE Racing League 2. Tough to say what will happen in Tier 1 later, but my money is we're going to have a dry session because that's just the way this season has panned out.
It all hinges on that though, doesn't it?
I mean, look,
Every session's run on dynamics, so truly anything can happen.
this is true, but based off how the season's gone so far, I feel like the wet race will be in Australia because of irony.
You
So
reckon?
I reckon
It'll be
the last race, the last round of the season next week will be a wet race. And by wet, I mean thunderstorm for the entire session. So, so that's what I think. But the game has its own plans as Oreo goes around the outside into the inside of the final event. I think the final event's made a bit of a mistake somewhere at a Puan. But back onto Sly Dog, who is 5/10 now from Zarko. Zarko struggled. I think Zarko might have a bit of wing damage from when he made contact with Turbinator.
Oh, he might send it in the bus stop.
He might, you know. He's going around the outside. He has sent it, but I think Zarko's outbroken himself, and Sly Dog saw that one coming. He's got a good drive. A little bit, the second part of that drive, unfortunately, was a bit shaky. He's got Wolfman closing on these two too. Wolfman right there. Maybe another yellow flag, and I think it's Kiwi once again. Pay's actually passed Kiwi, the amount of mistakes Kiwi's made. Pay, what's his time? Kiwi's got a 10-second penalty for exceeding track limits. That's huge. What on earth did he do?
Ooh, you could do that in a few places here, I think. Like if you cut the bus stop and stuff like that.
A little bit of touch from Sly Dog and Wolfman. But Wolfman with so much more speed. Yeah, I mean, other than the bus stop, which other corner can give you that big of a time penalty? I'd like to know, viewers, if you guys know as well. Oh, Wolfman's sending it! He's almost been spun by Zarko.
Oh.
Killaroo 3/10 away from quick draw. Who is that that's off the track? I think it's Kiwi once again. It is Kiwi.
Yeah.
Oh, Wolfman's trying to go on and around the outside, into the inside. So much more confidence in the braking zone. Just breezed past Zarko and into 8th place Wolfman goes. Having a much better time of it than Oreo's right now. Gap.
Oreo is catching up to that pack as well.
He is. He's just going to have to be able to stay out of trouble. And he'll be on pace with Wolfman. Only 3-lap difference between Oreo and Wolfman's tyres, so there will be a little bit of a, as I think Zarko is making that move, Sly Dog making that move on Zarko finally. It was another yellow flag. Kiwi has had an infinite amount of spins and he gets himself another 10-second time penalty. I think he's going to get disqualification very soon if he keeps that up.
Yeah, I think he's frustrated.
So, what's he on? Penalties, 23 seconds. He's got 7 seconds left.
Wackel's been maintaining that gap really well between himself and Controller.
Yeah, still Controller 2 seconds. He's still only 19 seconds behind Cram Soup as Kiwi coming into the pits. I think he's had enough of these wet tyres. So, I'd like to see what tyre Kiwi's next going to put on. No,
Really
Kiwi's
got
retired. Kiwi's retired then and there, so I think he's had enough. That's a shame.
Never really got to full wets, did it?
Still a couple of laps to go. There's what, 7 laps to go, and still says thunderstorm in 5 minutes, so we're getting there.
It's steadily getting worse. You can definitely tell.
Yeah, it's back to how it was earlier, probably about 5 laps ago. The rain is so much more heavier. Shivam Sharda, once again, has a brilliant qualifying, and in the race, he's down in the lower half. So, again, things just not going the way of Shivam Sharda. Even Eschan, again, had another brilliant qualifying session, and again, the race, he's retired. So we got 4 retirements right now. Kiwi, Starish Clown, Eschan, Salty Sandman.
Looks like Oreo's going to try and overtake Sly Dog in the bus stop.
This will be interesting.
Goes up from the inside.
Sly Dog's left in the room.
Oh,
He's done it.
he has done it.
Slowed down just in time. Car number 62. Someone seems to have that famous engine glitch stuck in neutral. Dit Reeves in the pits. Dit Reeves on another set of intermediates, replacing front wing 2. So I Love Controller is now within 1.4 seconds of Quackle. I think Quackle's made a mistake somewhere. 1 second now. And I think I Love Controller is probably thinking, I don't want to let him breathe. As Quackle gets himself a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Ooh, that puts him in a bit of fear territory from the M-Dog as well, unless M-Dog gets a 3-second time penalty as well.
He just ran a little bit too wide.
I think he's made a mistake somewhere because he lost 1.1 seconds, and then he's probably tried to push a little bit more than what he did to regain a little bit of that time, and that's where it's happened. So, that's unfortunate, but I Love Controller now 4/10 away from Quackle. This is now the closest battle. I think I Love Controller made a little bit of mistake into the corner window name. Now into bus stop. Kiwi has left the session. So, Chris, do you mind grabbing Kiwi maybe for a little bit of a interview? If he wants,
I'll
if he
see
wants,
if he's interested in joining us.
if he wants to. You might not want to after that race,
Yeah,
but
understandable.
if he wants. Who are you on board with, Moggs? Are you watching this battle right now, or?
I'm watching Controller at the moment, seeing if he's going to make up more time to Quackle, but... Yeah, it seems like the track is kind of... Well, everyone's everywhere on the track at the moment, but it's kind of evened out, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has a little bit. The rain's gotten lighter. We are in thunderstorm predicted weather right now. It is saying it should be thunderstorming. But it looks no heavier than it was at the start of raining. When it started raining. Terminator gets himself a 3-second time penalty. So Wolfman closing in. So that'll balance out that little battle a little bit. There's still 6 seconds to be made for Wolfman to catch Terminator. But you know, he's made a bit of a decent recovery, Wolfman, considering where he was. Oreo now 4.4 seconds behind Wolfman. He's closed that gap a little bit too, Oreo, because that when Wolfman came out earlier onto fresh inters in front of Oreo, he was, I think, 6.6. So that gap's closed down a little bit. It looks like Oreo's actually closing even more, 4.3. So it's coming down just a little bit. Maybe towards the end we might have an Oreo Wolfman scrap. But again, what, 5 laps to go now after Cram Soup crossed the line.
Do the Inters... Can they go above 15 laps?
No, they will need to box, so let's have a quick look.
You got Crammed, Soup, Quackle, I Love Controller, the M-Dog as well on 12 laps of Inters. Are they just holding out for the, maybe the thunderstorms or something?
Potentially. What happens now?
On the wets.
Look, if Cram Soup pits, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
If Mad Dog pits, he'll be jumped by Turbinator. Might not be jumped by Wolfman, but he'll be jumped by Turbinator. Now, with those fresh inters, he'll easily close that gap back up.
Hmm.
So the drivers in most danger right now is Sly Dog, Zaka, Shavam Shada. They're the drivers in the most danger if they need to box again.
Yeah.
But yeah, for Cram Soup, Quackle, I Love Control. Like unless one of those three can get towards the end, they probably will. And you can see the rain is getting heavier once again.
How do pace times look?
They are slower. We're into the... What is the leader doing? The leader is doing a 1:57. What is Pei doing? Pei is doing a 2:05 on his last lap. How, Zox, how has Guaco got 21 seconds away from Cram Soup? Well, Mr. Zox, Cram Soup is just that quick. So, I mean, look, even when everyone switched on to the intermediates, I think Cram Soup was quite a bit ahead of, who was in second at the time? I think it was Turbinator. So he was ahead of Turbinator, and Turbinator's made a mistake, as Killer is retired. We got a virtual safety car. So if there's a time to pit, it'll be now.
I don't know, it might be still
Oh.
too early for the wets.
Killaroo's in the middle of the track.
I'm surprised there's a virtual safety. We've had 3 virtual safety cars. Not a single safety car.
Mm.
Where is Killaroo's stricken car?
Just disappeared, but Cram Soup almost went into him.
Well, that would have been a game changer.
Yeah.
Lucky for those fast marshals.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Sheesh, that's a Dougie Falcons of Tier 2. It is. It is. Look, mind you, we would not know what's happened because Wolfman has never been at the front to challenge, so we wouldn't really know if Cram Suit would be the Dougie Falcon of Tier 2. Maybe Wolfman's the Dougie Falcon of Tier 2. He's just had really unfortunate luck. He's had terrible luck this race, Wolfman.
Mm.
Mind you, has anyone gotten a drive-through penalty? No, no one got a drive-through penalty this time. So everyone's escaped it. Once.
Yeah, it's easy to do around here. You'll see that VSC ending, and you'll put the pedal down, and then by the time you're around that corner and the green flag comes out...
Sorry, Chris. Shavam Shada just barged his way through the final event. It was a little minor contact, but it was a hell of a dive. So, final event coming in. He's gone wide. That hasn't helped his cause. He actually got a warning too, because I think he went wide. He went across the little curb bit. Small collision involving car 85 and car 12. Who is that? I think it's these two actually.
Yeah, looks like it.
Cram Soup is in the pits. Here we go.
Have you called it?
Is he going for the wets?
No, another set of inters.
No.
So it's still not wet enough for the wets.
Man, at that stationary camera on the pit stop, it looks like it's dumping down water.
Well, Cram Soup's just come out. Guackle's decided to keep going. I Love Controller still there. So these guys think it's fine.
We'll find enough.
Yeah, M-Dog has pit for new inters. So he's
Pay's back on inters, I just noticed.
Yeah, Pay's had enough of the wets. I think the wets, yeah, just not... It's not wet enough. So it says there's supposed to be thunderstorm, but we might not actually get thunderstorm by the time this race finishes. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. I'm really, really hungry.
Yeah, we're in Belgium this week.
Belgian chocolate. So 2 laps to go.
Guackle had 3 seconds of penalties, right?
Yeah, he does, and I Love Controller 3.2 seconds behind. So I Love Controller's tyres into. Guackle is really good at looking after his tyres in the wet weather.
Yeah.
He doesn't take a lot out of them, so I think it's paying dividends here. He's actually closing in a little bit on Cram Soup, but now it's starting to extend a bit. So Guackle doing a fine job right now.
He's been very fortunate with the positioning of his car. He's just kind of had clean air to kind of get into a rhythm, put the laps in, stay consistent.
That's true.
That's what the tyres like.
He's what the biggest challenge for him was turn 1, lap 1, all the way up until Radon, where Turbinator was challenging, but again, after that, Cram Soup's just been in a league of his own, and who's going very slowly? Turbinator. Oh, he's hit the styrofoam board, and there goes half of his front wing. He's going very, very slowly. He's trying to stay out of the way. Turbinator has a 10-second penalty for exceeding track limits, and he's retired from the session. That's really sad to
That
see.
is a
Are you
big
kidding?
moment. That's going to be a good haul of points for every single car behind him.
Yeah, it is. So who does that help? Zarko Shivam Shada gets into the top 10. Final event Dit Reese quick draw pay. So that's really, really unfortunate. as Adam Fire. So Peanuts, this feels like every race weekend. I hoped that for a rain, but it didn't. But here it's going to rain worse, but it didn't. It is, isn't it? It's kind of like that. So, Dit Reeves getting very close to the back of a final event. There is 6 laps difference in these two tyres. I actually forgot to mention, with 1 lap to go, viewers, if you go onto the description of... it'll be mostly for YouTube. If you go onto the description of YouTube, you'll be able to vote for your driver of the day.
Oh, I can probably just drop that in the chat here.
Ooh, yes please. If you can drop... Actually, yeah, that's a good thing to do, Chris. Drop it in the chat. And then people can vote for their driver of the day. It's alright, Chris is on it. You won't need to go to the description. You can just wait for the post that's about to happen in a couple of seconds. There it is. Driver of the day. Right then and there, you can vote for who you think deserves driver of the day. Shivam Sharda gets a 3-second time penalty. And, well, he hasn't jumped the final event, but he's about to. No. Decides not to go for it this time. He's had some fun today, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think Mad Dog's done pretty well to get considered for driver of the day. He's climbed 8 positions to get up to 4th.
Yeah, I was just about to say, based off the positions, like, unfortunately for Killaroo, he's retired and he had 11 at one stage, but Mad Dog is leading the way with 8. After that, it's Pay. Pay's up 6. So after his disqualification. So,
Hey,
yeah.
the greatest example of just driving to survive.
Oh, pretty much. Dennis, Drive to Survive. So, it's hard to say, actually, who probably deserves driver of the day as well, because, like, you've got... Unfortunately for Wolfman, he's had the most unlucky race you could possibly have, and yet he's come all the way back up to into 6th. Yep. You've got... Who else might deserve it? Guackle, after the start he fell down the order at the start, and he's come into 2nd.
Ori's done pretty well with his abysmal luck to still end up back up in 7th.
Even Oreo as well, after the luck he's had. Shivam Sharda going forward on Zarko. I think there was a bit of a touch there. Hard to tell from that angle, but Dit Reeves is also closing in on this pair. So these guys keep battling. Dit Reeves is going to join the action. This telemetry keeps telling me, thunderstorm, thunderstorm. Where is the thunderstorm? Thunderstorm imminent.
I think it's too late now.
Yeah, I think so. Cram Soup is not that far away. He's into sector 2. So he's okay. Back on board with Shivam Sharda. Oh, he's clipped it. Oh, he's just saved it too.
Wow.
Somehow he gained time in the midst of that. I don't know how.
You need to get the slip into the tires.
I don't know how, but he did. You know what? Guackle might do it. Cram Soup. Debut. Win on his debut. What a drive from Cram Soup. Guackle's going to come around.
Drive.
Guackle's coming around to finish in 2nd. I Love Controller will take that 3rd. Guackle will be ecstatic. Back on board with Shivam Sharda quickly, because that is so close. It is still so close. It's 2/10, 1/10 now. He's on wide. Dit Reeves is in the action with 4. Oh, Dit Reeves is going to come right into this. Oh, man. Shivam Sharda goes from attacking to defending. And if Zarko's not careful, Dit Reeves is going to get the pair of them. Shivam Sharda tiptoeing, Zarko tiptoeing, Dit Reeves with so much more traction, but so much more slip.
Well, here we go.
Zarko's got a poor run out of the exit. Shivam Sharda's going to try and go side by side. This is not the place you want to do it. Will he make the late dive? No, he decided to pull out of that one. It might be a late dive, but Dit Reeves is going for it. He is. Shivam Sharda, they've hit each other. Oh no. There's contact. Again. There's more contact. Oh no, Dit Reeves is half spun. Final event's going to get him. Shivam Sharda's going to get Zarko. No. Oh man. That's crazy.
What a finish.
The final event actually ended up getting into the top 10, so...
Absolutely crazy. My god.
Oh man. Oh man. Well, We knew it would be a crazy race, but how crazy? It's only a tier 2 that this sort of weather happens and this sort of craziness happens.
It's a shame because these conditions are so much more challenging than, solid sun or solid rain. The changeable conditions really separates the boys from the men here, I think.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. As Mad Dog is given the drive of the day of in-game, but I'd like to see what the viewers actually have picked for drive of the day. If you go to the comments, you can vote right then and there on your drive of the day from one of our Google Forms. Should be all sweet. Good job, Dip Reeves from, who is that? Razendry Diafath. It was a good job.
I saw Guackle up there crossing the line with over 70% wear on one of his tires there.
Over 70%, was it?
That's nuts. That's
so,
crazy.
Dicey.
Controls was.
That's
Love
crazy.
to get them in here to find out.
We will
Anyone
find
jump
out
in?
very shortly, but as we see, Cram Soup, our winner, the Kiwi. Oh, he's the new Kiwi. As Kiwi would not like that. Guackle, I Love in second. I Love Controller in third. Mad Dog fourth. The M Dog fifth. Wolfman sixth. Oreo seventh. Sly Dog eighth. Zarko ninth. Final event rounds out our top 10. Shavam Shada, again, a race of what could have been. 11th. Dit Reeves in 12th. He made up some good places, and man, that last corner, that must be so shattering, but again, it's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Goes for the late dives and just didn't work off. Quick draw in 13th, Pay 14th, Turbinator 15th, Killaroo, Kiwi, Starish Clan, S-Chan, and Salty Sandman, our retirements of the day. But I think we'll move into our driver interview. Let's invite first up our third place man, I Love Controller. Chris, do you want to take it away with I Love Controller?
Invite him in?
No, as in interview.
Hello?
You go for it. That's your job, mate.
It is, but I share it around between the commentary. So, okay. I Love Controller, can you hear?
Hello, can you hear me?
There we go, I can hear you. We're all loud and clear. So, I Love Controller, third place, and with your main rival, Wolfman, in the championship, you got 3 places on him. How's that feel?
Oh, that was actually very amazing. And when I came into the race, I was just before the race. My face was all sad, and I knew that Oreo and Wolfman was just 1.5 seconds faster than me, and there was no way I could just overtake them. So I was not expecting this good result. So the rain came, and it just turned my result, and somehow I got ahead of them.
Yeah, that rain. I mean, look, I can't believe the luck you guys are having this season. Tier 2 has just been one rainy race or qualifying session after another. But what was Jeff saying? Was Jeff saying there was going to be thunderstorms, or was he saying it was all good? It was just going to be some light rain to medium sort of rain throughout the race?
He said that there will be rain in 10 to 15 minutes, but when the rain came down, it was very heavy rain.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it looked pretty heavy from our view, but it was hard to tell from what you guys were feeling. What did you end up finishing your tyre wear on actually towards the end of the race? Because you had 16 laps on those intermediates?
Yeah, so about 70%, 60 to 70%.
Okay, that's a good mileage on those tyres. So not bad at all. But again, you walk away with a third. That boosts your challenge in the title race with 1 round to go. How do you feel about Australia?
What I feel about it is that I will have to do some practice and see where I end up compared with the other drivers in the time trials.
Yeah, it's a tricky track, but we'll practice. We'll see what happens with 1 round to go. You're still in the fight, and who knows what might happen next week for you.
Yeah, I know. Maybe they will be rain and everything.
maybe. Look, my money's on it's going to be raining, but my money's also going to be raining for Tier 1, so we'll see. Well done, I Love Controller, well done. We'll bring in our second place man, Mr. Guackle, or Guaxinated as he likes to be called. He should be able to speak. Is he there?
Stop calling me Guaxinated as I like to be called. That was done by Chris Mania on my behalf. I didn't know that.
I mean, you do have the power to change it.
Yeah, but I can't. He's the owner of the Discord. I can't call him the leader of Discord.
If he changes it, I will take his power away from him.
You see.
Amazing, amazing. Mr. Gwackle, so, second place. Were you expecting to even be in the top 5?
Yeah. Firstly, Belgium, thank you. Great track, best fans. Thank you, Belgium. P5. I thought I was an outside chance for a podium. Like,
Okay.
I thought P5, P4 was where I would probably end up. I know Mad Dog's a bit stronger here. Wolfman's usually pretty good. Oreo was showing off in practice. I Love Controller always has pace. And yeah, so I thought at least P5, but you know me, I just keep my head and I wait for the opportunities. And look, not to discount what he's done, but morally, that's a win for me.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, look, Cram Soup was really far up the road. He had just enough time for a pit stop and to come out onto fresh inters. But what could have happened as well if you did get stuck at the first phase of the race where really had nowhere to go? You fell down the grid a bit, but what could have been from if you'd gotten some clear air like Cram Soup ended up getting? But what could have been for you?
I don't think that would have changed much. Yeah, obviously that first corner, I got punted. I tried to go left to get out of the way. There was more people there, so it was very busy. It looked like someone just, sent it and didn't get it to stick very well. So honestly, all things considered, I think I was pretty lucky at turn 1 because I didn't have any damage, no issues. So I think the end result is probably the best I could have done. Cram Soup is just another league, get it? Because he should be in tier 1, better. But yeah, I still take a P2. It's my best result so far, and I'm very, very stoked to get it. And unfortunately for Oreo, I should pip him in the standings because I think the difference in points is about 30 points, and I was only 22 behind him. So puts me back into P3, and from all things considered, I think Oreo is a bit weaker at Australia. So very exciting going in the last round.
Well, that was my next question to you. How do you feel about the Australian track?
Fast. Like, I think it's my quickest track, and
Okay.
I am really excited to see how well I can stack up against the likes of Wolfman and Oreo and I Love Controller. Like, genuinely, I got lucky in the wet today, but next week I'll actually be trying to get on that podium, just on pace.
Well, yeah, well done. But again, you're doing my job. That was my next question. But nah.
Just a quick question, Guac. I want to
Yo.
bring our attention to the formation lap.
Yep. No. We don't. No. Yeah, look.
Was that AI?
If I'm ever gonna say thank you to Cody's, it's gonna be for not having damage on a formation lap.
I was about to ask, did you actually
There was the
get
AI.
damage?
No, you can't get damage.
That's brilliant.
I binned it right before the AI takes over.
Yep.
I kind of just pushed it a little too hard. And honestly, when I was re-given control, my surface temperatures were still in the 120s.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
I was nursing that into turn 1, hoping that I wouldn't lock up. I think my right front was at 100 degrees, so like, okay, but yeah, it was close.
You know,
I was a bit worried.
You know what? That might have actually been pretty good, 100 degrees. Like, I mean, the softs are operating between 95 and 100, so that might have been all right.
Yeah, but when your surface temperatures are still at like 120, 130, that just means that your inner temperatures are going up. So
Yeah, sure.
I'm pretty worried about it.
That's true. That's true.
It's like, yeah, I was sliding along the back straight there.
Wow.
My bad. Oops.
Nonetheless, well done, Gwackle. Well done for a second place.
Many thanks.
Now, we bring in our debut, our race winner, Mr. Cram Soup. If he should be able to talk, he's been invited to talk. You just need to click the accept. Is he there? Cram Soup, would you like to join us for an interview?
Right, sorry, I'm new to this whole thing.
No, that's all good. That's all good. Well,
Yeah.
could that have gone any better on your debut?
I think I lucked in a lot. In qualifying, I put it all on the line basically for my last lap. I could have gone in but I don't think I would have gotten that last lap in, and it was that last lap that counted.
Mm.
And then the wet weather, or dry to wet, it's always going to be difficult, you know, you never know what's going to happen. You know, I'm pretty sure there was carnage at turn 1. I mean, it sounded like that on the voice chat, but yeah, I mean, I felt, yeah, Turbinator, he kept me under pressure, actually, in the early stages of the race, but that mistake from him kind of gave me some free air, and yeah, I just kind of stayed out of trouble, tried to keep it clean, and yeah.
I mean,
Props to second and third, well, Vaccinated and I Love Controller, for their results. That was good. Yeah, pretty stoked.
yeah, there was. Look, that could have been probably a more perfect sort of for a race. After lap 1, you were just out in clear space most of the time. I think Moggs actually mentioned you almost hit. I think Killaroo, one of the cars that actually retired. It was right in the middle of the track, and it happened right in front of you. Can you shine a little bit more light on that?
Yeah, Eau Rouge, the guy with the Roo in his name,
Killaroo,
yeah,
yes.
he DNF'd it. Yeah, he spun at Eau Rouge, I think, and hit the barriers and came back out onto the track. So that was a bit of a poo-poo my pants moment.
Yeah.
I'm sure
yeah.
it would have been.
Yeah, well, it definitely was, but yeah.
Well,
Mate, you controlled the race really, really well, and you were one of the first people to actually go into the pits, I believe, and went on to the inters at that first stop. Was that your decision, like your intuition on that, or did Jeff play a part in that and said, hey, you need to come in because the track conditions are getting a little bit worse?
Nah, I thought, like, because usually I go by whether DRS is enabled or disabled.
smart.
Or if you can see spray on your tires. And the two weren't there, but I saw how wet the track was getting, and I knew that it was going to get heavy, so I thought, okay, I might as well box this lap, and if I'm quicker, if it does get heavier, then I'll have a huge pace advantage over the people who stayed on the dries. And yeah, well, it worked out, basically.
Well,
Definitely, you did an excellent job, mate. Congratulations, coming first.
Yeah, thank you.
well done. And I think we'll actually probably one last question for you, Cram Soup. How do you feel about Australia?
Oh, I mean, it's a track that I've done a few events around, but in total, I don't know, man. It's a weird one for me. I feel like consistency is key around Australia. Keeping it quick but smooth, as one Alain Prost would say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's
The professor.
kind of, yeah, it's a bit 50-50 for me.
Okay. Interesting. Well, I suppose we'll call it there. I suppose we're at the end, and it's almost the end of season 3 for us. One more round to go next week for Australia. It will be interesting. It's going to be so close because I Love Controller, obviously, with that podium, Wolfman finishing in 6th. Let's close that gap up. The gap wasn't too far ahead, but again, going to the last round, if Wolfman has another result like that, another podium for I Love Controller, and we might be seeing a new championship leader, a new championship winner. So we'll find out. Moggs, Chris, what was your thoughts on the race?
Action-packed. There's always something
Very.
going on.
Very
It was
action-packed, very wet.
Very entertaining to watch. Very wet. Very changeable conditions. All the good stuff. We like to see it.
Everything that you want to see in a league race.
It's true. What are the chances of us having a wet race in Tier 1?
I'm sure there's a number that
Absolute
could find out.
0.
Look, I am not the one hosting the event for Tier 1. It's you and Chris. So whatever happens between your PC and his PC is not on me. So, but look, we'll see what happens. Viewers, there is 56 minutes until Tier 1 starts. So do stick around. There's plenty of content on YouTube. As I told Chris the other day, I think we hit 210 videos on YouTube. So
Far out.
there is
Well,
more
You're
than
busy, mate.
yeah, more than plenty of content on there to go watch. So stick around. Very shortly, Tier 1 qualifying will be up. So thank you guys for watching. Guys in the commentary box, thank you so much again for joining me here. It's always entertaining with you guys being here with me. So thank you once again, and we'll catch you guys shortly. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Bye.